bravest person you know? Personally, I think it's African mums and aunties putting their hands in boiling oil whilst cooking as if it's nothing. After watching Terence Crawford punch and then turn Canelo Alvarez's head like a character in a zombie movie, the bravest, to me, are boxers. The bravest among the bravest, Jack Johnson. He was a man who cared little about people's opinion of him. He would have made Charlie Sheen look like an anxious teenager, and he became the very first Negro heavyweight champion of the world during segregation, like a time where black people were treated as second-class citizens. I mean, people would march on the street and protest that black people should go back to their countries. I guess not too dissimilar to 2025. Jack Johnson's boxing career started with him just whooping ass. So much so that he had no one else to fight. The only person to fight was Jim Jeffries. Now, Jim Jeffries was good, but he refused to fight Jack Johnson because he believed that a Negro was unworthy of being a potential champion. So he's like, nah. That's like matching with Beyonce on Tinder and then saying, oh, sorry, I'm deleting the app. My guy, go and get your licking. Jim Jeffries has had enough at this point. He's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to retire. When he does, Tommie Burns becomes champion. Jack Johnson just follows Tommie Burns everywhere he goes. Now, this is the part of the story where Australia gets involved. I know, I've known this story for the longest of times, but somehow missed the fact that an Australian businessman offered Tommie Burns $30,000 to fight Jack Johnson in Sydney. $30,000 is a lot of money now, but back then, it was too much. It was too much for Tommie Burns to say no to, white or black. So he was like, you know what, fine. I'll take the money. And Jack Johnson was like, thank you, Australia. Thank you. The fight happens and Jack Johnson puts it on Tommie Burns. I mean, he gives him a beating. So much so that they turned the camera off because they did not want the whole world to see a black man beating a white man.
The film is stopped by local police the moment Tommie is about to hit the floor.
They're probably thinking in the plantation, we better turn this off because we don't want these Negroes realizing in the plantation that they can beat white people. Like, we can do this? What made Jack Johnson the bravest was that he was doing things in public that people were scared to do in private. One of those things, for example, was he was dating multiple white women in front of everybody's eyes. Like, that dude grabbed more white than Trump at Epstein's Island. Allegedly, of course. But I don't even think he liked these women. Maybe that's too far. Too far. All right.
And had his own ideas on what race relations should entail.
You know what? I'm not going to judge. No, really, like, stop playing. Stop playing. This was during the time where, as a black man, if you looked at a white woman sideways, my goodness, they will drag you out of bed in the middle of the night just to hang you. Big Jack Johnson was like, I don't care. It's all about the Benjamins and white women. He was doing the most. Even Tiger Woods would have been like, God damn, player, slow down. At this point, Jack Johnson is dominating in the ring and out the ring. So much so that they begged the previous champion, Jim Jeffries, to come back out of retirement just to beat Jack Johnson. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. They called him the Great White Hope. He came in, Jack Johnson whooped that ass. Jack Johnson once said, I am black and they will never let me forget about it. I'm black, all right, and I'll never let them forget about it. I mean, if you look at what he did in and out the ring, he was serious. He once got a $50 fine for speeding, and he said to the cop, here's $100, because I'm going to be doing the same speed on my way back.